and day after the 2012 Hancock Invitational, and catching up with the Class 4A girls winner, Maddy Brown, the Parkway West sophomore. Congratulations. Tell me just what your thoughts and feelings were after claiming that race title yesterday.
Well, I felt fantastic after I recovered and I could breathe again. But I thought it was a great race, and I was not expecting to win at all. My goal was actually to get in at least the top 5, and once we got down to the last few seconds, I realized that I could win this thing if I really pushed myself at the end, and I just wanted to end as well as I could, so I just pushed the last few seconds until I was finished. So.
Yeah, it seemed like maybe, not quite the halfway point, maybe a mile and 3/10 or so. I think Angie, Sumner of Eureka and somebody else were at the front, and then the small chase pack, I think that maybe you were in, unless that was maybe you up at the front. I don't remember, but I'm not thinking so. But and then it just a fantastic finish with maybe 6 or 7 girls all coming in within maybe 10 seconds, and just kind of a three lady dash there for the finish. Tell me what happened there in that last mile and a half or so.
Well, I was running with Alyssa Jones, and I have run with her in past races because we're about the same level, I guess. And then we saw the 2 girls who were in front, and they were pretty close to us, but they weren't like within really close reach. So we started speeding up a little bit in the last mile, and eventually they were right in front of us, and we were right behind them. So we ran with them until the end of the race, and my goal then, what I was thinking, is that I wanted to get third and be right behind those 2 girls that were in front of us. But then when we turned that last corner and it was a straightaway to the finish, one of the Eureka girls started speeding up, and I always like to end the races by running as fast as I could, so I just decided I was going to try to stay with her until the very end, and I just ended up passing her at the last split second. And it was a great finish, and the last mile, I really had to push because there were some of the really little hills, but they're killer at the end, you know.
Right. It's a fun course, but it's really tough. The footing is not easy, and a lot of twists and turns and ups and downs, and then you've got that long, slow hill to climb at the finish. Did you enjoy that? That was a little bit of a change compared to last week at Sioux Passage, where you at the Paul Inky meet, you were third and got to have a strong downhill finish.
Yeah, I like hills. I feel like I'm stronger at hills than I am at flat surfaces, so I really did like the uphill finish. It prepares me better for hopefully state because they have an uphill finish. And when I trained over the summer and I would run around my neighborhood area, my driveway has a big slope. It's a very slanted driveway, and so I would always sprint to the top of the driveway to build my mental toughness at the end of my runs. So I feel like that always reminds me of my summer training when I finished races and it was the uphill. So I like the uphill even though it's hard, but I like the challenge at the end of the race and coming around that bend, and I always feel really good once I get to the top of the hill.
Yeah. So were you surprised when you passed the 2 leaders and moved into first place on that final stretch at the finish?
Honestly, when I'm running at the end, my mind is so frazzled, I don't even know what I'm thinking.
Right.
So I didn't really notice that I had won until I was finished, and I had stopped running, and my family and the rest of my team were all at the end, and like, oh, congratulations! And I realized that I had actually won the race. It hadn't really hit me until I had completely stopped and seen all of my friends and family at the end.
Right. Well, you're not new to success, just a sophomore, but were you 15th at state, is that right, as a freshman last year?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, well, when did you get involved first in running?
Actually, last cross country season is when I really started running. My dad always wanted me to run in middle school, but I never really took a liking to it. So, and when I got into high school, it became a little more serious, and then I realized that I actually loved it, that it wasn't anything I needed to be afraid of, and that I needed to just go out and do my best. And so last year, my freshman year, was my first real time actually being a part of a team and learning the skills and the strategy and the mental toughness it takes to run. So last year was my first real experience.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what I know, it seems like the weather's finally cooled down and allowed for some nice weather. What was that like when you were? Well, take me back. What was that like when teammates and family you guys were celebrating and cheering for you, and you realized you won? What was that feeling like?
What did it feel like?
What was your feeling like yesterday after you realized that you'd actually won and you were there getting to celebrate with family and friends? I'm sure your teammates were super excited for you.
Yeah, it felt really good. I was really happy that I had won, and it was a great start to my weekend. And it was great to have everybody there cheering for me. I love the support because I get really nervous before races, and I just love when I finish. And there's all my friends and family there, and so they were all congratulating me, and I got quite a few hugs and things.
Right. And
then it was also great to be able to go with everyone else to cheer on the rest of my team and the rest of the varsity race and the JV race. Yeah,
yeah. I don't have results in front of me. It seemed like the Lady Longhorns had a pretty good day overall.
Yeah, we did. Most of our runners were pretty happy with their time and how they ran.
Yeah. Well, what's next for you? Just hope to stay healthy and continue to run strong and try to improve on that state place from last year?
Yes. My goal, my cliche goal is always run the best that I can and
sure.
to the best of my ability. But my personal goal is I want to be my PR, which is 18:54. And I believe we have another race at Forest Park, so I'm pretty sure that'll be a good opportunity to blow that out of the water.
Yeah. What's next on the schedule? Are you guys doing the home meet?
We have the Parkway West Invitational next Saturday.
Okay. Where do you know where that's going to be this year?
I am not sure where it is. I know it's at a church. I don't know the name of the church, but I'm pretty sure it's off 141.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. But well, congratulations for your victory yesterday. It was sure an exciting finish with so many ladies there at the finish, and congratulations on coming away with it. And just hope you stay healthy, and hopefully that won't be your. You get to experience that feeling again sometime pretty soon.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for the time.